Hello YouTube. Hi. I've just been wanting to talk about the situation, like about, just recently, in my country, South Africa, we've been having a lot of turmoil, and there was a new president, appointed, Sir Cyril, Ramaphosa. So yeah, there's been like a lot of like tension lately in my country, and about like especially around like at first when I heard about it, I thought because I was actually first told about it by a black American guy who I'd met like through a friend, and he was just saying, "Oh, you're from South Africa." So I heard about something about the white farmers and the re-expropriation of the land, and everything. So yeah, I thought that he was just like not serious. I didn't think anything was really going on. I just thought it was just him talking about maybe confusing it with Zimbabwe, because sometimes Americans don't really know certain things, so they confuse different countries. Like for example, the other day I had like some lady telling me that, oh, I've always wanted to go to South Africa, because I really want to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, and I was like, are you serious? So, and then she was like, oh, I thought Mount Kilimanjaro was in South Africa. And I'm like, no, that's like far away. So it's like, I thought it was just one of those situations where, Americans think that Africa is this one big country and it's the same thing all over. So, yeah, so that's what I thought was going on. So then I just did a bit of research, and I was going like around, like just like reading different things, and even some of my Facebook posts, because I still have like Facebook friends in South Africa. So yeah, just wanting to just analyze and see what people were thinking about the situation and everything, because that's what I like to do. I just like to analyze things and just see things for a few days, just to see how I feel, and to come across a conclusion of what I think. So um yeah, about the whole situation. So the expropriation of the land and everything. So yeah, and just like expected, like some people, like particularly like white South Africans, are not too happy about it, because they feel like their land is being taken from them, like because it's because also Mr. Julius Malema, who's the head of the EFF, Economic Freedom Fighters, supports it and everything, like with like basically land redistribution, like without compensation and everything. So some white people are actually like not very happy about that, because yeah, they feel like their land is being taken and everything. And there's been the argument that coming from some fellow black South Africans saying, okay, so you feel like your land is being taken from you without compensation and everything. So it's like and then there's the argument that hey, like when you siege our native land back in the 1600s when and 1700s, when the explorers such as Jan van Riebeck first came and like slaughtered the natives in masses, you did not give us any type of compensation for our land, basically. So yeah, when you first took it from us. So it's like there's just been all those arguments and debates going on, and just some people are worried, like even though it's not only white people who are upset about it, but even some black people, like some people are being called some people think they're sellouts and coons and all that stuff. But there's kind of some logic behind it, where it's like if you take the land without any type of compensation, or try to like make it a bit gradually, like if it's like done in a radical way, it might have severe impacts on our economy and everything, and which kind of seems like a valid argument as well. So like I'm just like, yeah, so I'm just like trying to just analyze different things and just see where different people are coming from, like with logic and less emotion to it, like more logic placed on it, and the consequences and the ramifications and all that of what will happen. So yeah, that's just yeah, as far as that. And then like just me just thinking as well, like that some people who actually do feel that even if the redistribution happens, like they think that it might not go towards like real redistribution, like equality and everything within the black people in masses who are still living in poverty and everything, because the current government, the African National Congress, ANC, is actually quite selfish. They are greedy, they are corrupt. So a lot of people suspect, which is what I also kind of suspect, that even if the redistribution happens, it will only go towards like a certain elite within the black community, like that the corrupt government will like seize the land for themselves and within their families, and like self-enrichment basically, like not properly carrying out for the interests of the masses of the people, so of the people of the country who are still in poverty. So yeah, there's just a lot of questionable things going on at the moment. So yeah, I'm just like, and as far as like, also like, there are some white South Africans who feel like they're being victimized as like, and targeted, and there is some validity towards that, because like since going on for years now, probably over 10 years now, there's been like a massive you know, farm murders in South Africa, which is very unfortunate, and that has had like a few negative impacts on the economy, because if you have less white farmers, there's less people to like produce our food, and like higher food prices, because now it's like more labor, more like less production is happening. So yeah, that's also had an impact on the economy, which is also what I kind of see, that I do not support the land redistribution done in a radical way, maybe in a like gradually over time, possibly, because I feel like you can't just kick people off their land if they're farming and they're being productive on that land, helping the economy and everything. So yeah, if it's done in a certain way, like gradually, like, you know, just training the natives to like properly like farm, and, you know, gradually giving them training courses, like get the white farmers to like train the natives to like fellow black South Africans to like to farm the land and produce crops and everything like that in a more, because look at what happened in Zimbabwe when Robert Mugabe like just kicked people off the land, and there was no food, there was all these food shortages, which is what I'm very worried about would happen. And yeah, that's why I don't support the redistribution done in a radical way, because that's what Mr. Julius Malema wants, and I'm just like, no guys, that will not work. So yeah, so like I said, like I do support the redistribution, but it should just be done in a more like civilized manner. So yeah, this is my thoughts on the situation. So yes, yeah, so please like, comment, subscribe, and share my video, and I'll see you all in the next one.